Hey guys, maybe not a quick video, but at least a video. I have had a lot of questions, I should say questions, but a lot of discussion and stuff that I've been reading about is, people, installers not liking engineered floors, DreamWeaver, because they're saying it doesn't seam up well, or it's leaving a dark line or a light line. And it's because of what it's called, I believe it's called like the AB yarn system, where you have dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. And if you're an installer that's using a straight edge, you're not gonna like this yarn system because you're gonna get a light to light and a dark to dark. So I just wanna show you really how easy it is to cut seams with this, or on this carpet. And it's not just engineered floors. I think Shaw has some pieces like this, and I think Mohawk has some pieces like this too. But this is just going to be kind of specific to engineered floors. So this piece right here, it's Luxor #2. I think the color is Midnight Shadow. So a couple tools. These are just the tools that I use, but there's different kinds of row pencils. I like to use just a standard, I don't know if it's a steel, and then this bigger one like a knitting needle. And then my cushion back cutter. And so first we're gonna run that first row. And right here what we're doing is we're splitting. We want one side dark, one side light. So I've got, first go through. What I like to do then is just take another rope, the bigger row pencil, and go through just to make that row a little bit wider. And if you guys are familiar with the CRI 104, 105, that does state in there some stuff about cutting seams. But, I got to watch what I say here. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure almost all manufacturers of carpet now, maybe other than Mohawk's Arrow, recommend seams be cut like this, even if there's not an A or a B yarn, different color. Well, that's how you cut your finger off right there, is not being careful. So I'm going to treat this as my seam piece. This is my just cut off here. So okay. Chris, I want you to zoom in on this piece and maybe try to zoom in on this piece, or just try to show them together. You see how one's dark, one's light? And I want you to kind of maybe zoom back out. You can just see that the whole thing is that way. And I know, guys, this is just I got a little scrap piece in my showroom, but this is doable out on a job site. Sometimes, yes, you do run into snags and loop-de-loos, I call them, where it's a little bit more difficult, but this is how you're gonna need to cut this carpet to get a beautiful looking seam. So we're just gonna pretend like over here, here's our fill piece now. So we got our dark side over here. We just need our light side over here. So sometimes in these darker pieces, or any piece in general, it's kind of hard to tell which one you're cutting. So I like just to run a little row. And then what I'll do, I'll come in and I'll just fold over and I'll look. Now again, sometimes it's a little hard, but I don't know if Chris, you can zoom in. You can see on my left is the dark, on my right is the light, and that's what I want. I want the light to my right. Did that rhyme? I just made it rhyme, I think. And I'm going to come back in with this. Open her up. And it's always important when you're using your cushion back cutter, the blade is on the side that you want as your seam. So when I cut this piece, my blade was on this side. When I go to cut this piece now, and I'm even going to do it right, I'm going to use a nice new blade. I'm going to run down. Another great benefit of cutting your seams like this, guys, is you're not going to shear that yarn all the heck. I don't know how you could actually, when you go back, I got this thing cut now and you got to seam seal it. If you straight edge these thick carpets, they just get so puffy, it's hard to get your seam sealer on there without grabbing all that loose fiber. So, zoom in here, Chris. Let's look what I got. I got light, and then I've got dark. So now when I go to put my seam together, when I go to construct this seam, I've got light to dark, and it's just like it was before. Just gonna try to pinch that together. And my lighting's terrible in here, guys, but I don't see any butt crack there. I don't see any light line, dark line, so. All right, well, hopefully that helps you. Like I said, this is really specific for engineered floors, DreamWeaver. This is mainly what I install. I enjoy this carpet. I think it's a great company. I have a great sales rep. I have a great relationship with them. So, again, hope this can help somebody. Leave a message if you got a question, you know, because I know this is a pretty quick how I did it. It's a controlled piece here. It's just a little piece. Sometimes you get some bigger pieces. Sometimes you have to get a little creative with your row pencil. So, all right, guys, thanks.